Okay. Where was I last? Oh, that's right. I just got the Skyhold. Okay. I apologize for the discrepancy earlier. It was because EA had an update, so fun times. Okay, so let me get out of these awful ass clothes. Or can I not? Let me talk to Solus. That should teleport me to my room.
What was this place? So much room for whatever was here.
What can I do for you?
I'm interested in what you told me of yourself and your studies. If you have time, I'd like to hear more.
You continue to surprise me. All right, let us talk. Preferably somewhere more interesting than this.
Sure.
Why here?
Haven is familiar. It will always be important to you.
We talked about that already.
I sat beside you while you slept, studying the anchor.
Thank you.
I'm glad someone was watching over me.
You were a mystery. You still are. I ran every test I could imagine. Searched the Fade, yet found nothing. Cassandra suspected duplicity. She threatened to have me executed as an apostate if I didn't produce results.
Of course she did.
Cassandra's like that with everyone.
Yes. You were never going to wake up? How could you? A mortal sent physically through the Fade. I was frustrated, frightened. The spirits I might have consulted had been driven away by the breach. Although I wished to help, I had no faith in Cassandra, or she in me. I was ready to flee.
Where to?
The breach threatened the whole
Just
world.
love getting asked
Where
questions.
did you plan to go?
Someplace far away, where I might research a way to repair the breach before its effects reached me. I never said it was a good plan. I told myself, one more attempt to seal the rifts. I tried and failed. No ordinary magic would affect them. I watched the rifts expand and grow, resigned myself to flee, and then... It seems you hold the key to our salvation. You had sealed it with a gesture. And right then, I felt the whole world change.
This mattered to you?
It was that impressive to see me awake?
You had walked in the Fade. I have explored the Fade more than anyone alive. But even I can only visit in dreams. But you might have been able to visit me here while awake.
What do you mean?
Where do you think we were?
This isn't real.
That's a matter of debate. Probably best discussed after you wake up.
Good old Solus and his tricks. Okay, finally I can change my clothes out of these awful ass pajamas. Let's see. That's a little too gaudy. That's just a little too gaudy. Maybe this. This also seems a little bit too gaudy. The Midnight Tower? That's better. That's a lot of buttons. But I think that's probably the best one. Yeah, that'll work. Okay.
They have certainly spared no expense.
Scout Garden, Courtyard Upgrade, Main Watchtower. I actually saw somebody else playing this the other day, and they came up here on this little part, and I never knew this even existed. And I've played this game a bajillion times. I mean, I was just looking for a shortcut. Wait, what else? It's just that ladder. Okay, I don't think I've talked to anyone outside of Solus now, so I guess I'll go ahead and do that. That's probably going to take a while.
Better and better. What can't we do in a place like this?
Where's my apple?
Okay. Banners. And I already have these. I think I'll leave that. The Parvalin bed. Sure, let's put Kunare shit everywhere. I'm sure this will definitely be unproblematic. Decor. Windows. There's no Canard windows? Was that always? I guess it was always a thing. Let's do that. Let's do Parvalin. Banner. Also Parvalin, I guess. See how all that looks. Raft armor. This is heavy armor. And I don't think I have this stuff. Yeah, I don't have the material to make this wearable for anybody, I think. I'm gonna have to look that up when I get a chance. I think I mentioned that in the last video. But I know there is a material that removes the class restriction for that. I will figure that out at some point. weapons. Magister staff. That's all. City damage. 62. Yeah, maybe I'll wait and try to get it up a little bit more. Yeah, I don't know if the drip is that insane. I mean, it's better than the pajamas that I had on earlier, but yeah. Staff of the Dragon, Bow of the Dragon. I didn't have that earlier? Let me see. And it looks like it's about the same. So yeah. It's just this one has a dragon on it. Okay, I'll wait on this stuff for now. So I need to talk to Cassandra. I need to talk to Varric. There's a few people I need to talk to. Oh yeah. Uncomfortable throne, but a very nice looking throne.
Looking good. Not good enough, but good. We've stopped
Hello,
losing at
Inquisitor.
least.
Honored to
Faster
help
than
with
you
these,
thought. Admit
whatever
it.
they are.
I admit.
Honored, Inquisitor. Godsey Sturhall. Did my part on the walls. Now I'm on this strange collection you've brought us. Don't know its worth to the fight exactly, but it's good workmanship.
What's your experience?
Where did you learn your skills?
Orzammar. Carved a few statues in my day. And before you ask, yes, I chose to leave. I carved a paragon who turned out to be a sodding madwoman. Couldn't stand looking at it. The memory of a dwarf, right?
Any ideas about the origin of these reliefs?
To Vinter, early. It's in the tool marks, the grain. That's hard dust mined from the 100 Pillars, if I know anything. Oh, I suppose the scene is probably full of Tevinter robes, too.
The 100 Pillars.
Damnedest things. Massive spires that aren't stone. It's like a mortar. Don't know more than that. Strong, though.
Do you have any insight into the stories these tiles are supposed to depict?
Tell you what. You finish one, and I'll write it up. Who better, right? A good dwarven perspective.
Sure.
Another time.
Best of the vein, Inquisitor.
Okay. Yeah, those banners look terrible. Now those banners look a bit better. I guess it'll work. I also completely forgot that I need to get Vivian. I cannot believe that I forgot about Vivian altogether. I also need to do the Hawk stuff. Just so many things. But I guess since I'm here, I need to talk to everybody.
The order was sent?
Yes, Commander.
Send men to scout the area. We need to know what's out there.
Yes, sir.
Commander, soldiers have been assigned temporary quarters.
Very good. I'll need an update on the armory as well. Now! We set up as best we could at Haven, but could never prepare for an archdemon, or whatever it was. With some warning, we might have...
It was a bad situation, man. Actually, do you ever stop working?
Do you ever sleep?
If Corypheus strikes again, we may not be able to withdraw. And I wouldn't want to. We must be ready. Work on Skyhold is underway. Guard rotations established. We should have everything on course within the week. We will not run from here, Inquisitor.
How many did we lose at Haven?
How many were lost?
Most of our people made it to Skyhold. It could have been worse. Morale was low, but has improved greatly since you accepted the role of Inquisitor.
I hope I'm a good leader.
Everyone has so much faith in my leadership. I hope I'm ready.
You won't have to carry the Inquisition alone, although it must feel like. We needed a leader, and you have proven yourself.
I trust your advice.
You responded quickly to the attack on Haven. Without that, so many more would have died. I'm grateful for any help you can give.
Thank you, Inquisitor. I will do everything I can to ensure the security of our people. You have my word.
It is ridiculous how big I am. Okay. Cole. I need to speak to you also. I know you're here somewhere. Where's that giant ass hat? Oh, and Varric. I need to speak to Varric also. And where is Varric? Colin. Alright, Bull, Cassandra. Is he inside? Speak with Josephine in the antechamber. Dorian, Solus, Liliana. That's under there. Look for Cole. Oh, so Cole was down there. Okay.
That'll guide the dragon right in.
But this violates everything we know about the Fade.
So it does.
Inquisitor, I wondered if Cole was perhaps a mage, given his unusual abilities.
He can cause people to forget him, or even fail entirely to notice him. These are not the abilities of a mage. It seems that Cole is a spirit.
A demon, more likely.
If you prefer, although the truth is somewhat more complex.
I mean, Kuriko was also able to make people forget him. How complex?
I'm not sure how much more complexity I need, Solus.
You must understand what makes this particular spirit unique.
Speak plainly, Solas. What are we dealing with?
Demons normally enter this world by possessing something. In their true form, they look bizarre, monstrous.
But you claim Cole looks like a young man. Is it possession?
No. He has possessed nothing and no one. And yet he appears human in all respects. Cole is unique, Inquisitor. More than that, he wishes to help. I suggest you allow him to do so.
I mean, yeah, cool. I'm down with that. I wasn't aware of what race I was, but yeah, in the game I am a Kunari. Jesus Christ, really, I had to cut my head off. But yeah, I'm a Kunari in the game. This is the only game that allows you to be a Kunari, even though Veilguard will let you be a Kunari as well. I'm not sure if I'm gonna be a Kunari in the next game though, because they got some weird stuff going on with the foreheads in there. So yeah, I might leave it alone. But elves look normal again. Let's see. Explain more of possession.
In my studies, demons either possessed something from this world or were summoned and bound. They almost never look like something you'd mistake for a person.
Normally you'd be correct. But Cole has willfully manifested in human form without possessing anyone.
What of demons at the breach?
The demons who came through the breach, or through the rifts, weren't possessing anything.
These demons were drawn through against their will, driven mad by this world. But Cole predates the breach. From what we can tell, he has lived here for months, perhaps years. He looks like a young man. For all intents and purposes, he is a young man. It is remarkable.
I'll talk with him. Foreskin, I'm gonna guess that you haven't played the Dragon Age games.
I should hear what Cole has to say for himself. Where is he now?
If none of us remember him, he could be anywhere.
Solus, you're really powerful. You shouldn't be allowing this.
Haven.
Awesome camera
So
work
many
too.
soldiers fought to protect the pilgrims so they could escape. Choking fear. Can't think from the medicine, but the cuts rack me with every heartbeat. Hot, white pain. Everything burns. I can't. I'm going to. I'm dying. I'm dead.
That's disconcerting. Are you all right?
You're feeling their pain.
It's louder this close, with so many of them.
Would you like to go somewhere more comfortable?
Yes, but here is where I can help. Every breath slower, like lying in a warm bath, sliding away. Smell of my daughter's hair when I kiss her goodnight. Gone. Cracked brown pain, dry, scraping, thirsty. Here.
Thank you.
It's all right. She won't remember me.
You're a friendly spirit. Casper?
You're using your powers as a spirit to help people.
Yes? I used to think I was a ghost. I didn't know. I made mistakes, but I made friends too. Then a Templar proved I wasn't real. I lost my friends. I lost everything. I learned how to be more like what I am. It made me different, but stronger. I can feel more. I can help.
Yeah, I mean, stay and help us. You're definitely more useful than Sarah.
If you're willing, the Inquisition could use your help.
Yes, helping. I help the hurt, the helpless. There's someone. Hurts. It hurts. It hurts. Someone make it stop hurting. Make her, please. The healers have done all they can. It will take him hours to die. Every moment will be agony. He wants mercy. Help.
I am going to end this pain. If I remember correctly, this character does end up dying either way, so... But again, if you let them live, they'll just be in more pain. I think Cole still helps them out in the end, but he just doesn't kill them, so... End the pain.
All right. Help him.
It's all right. I want to stay.
I like Cole. I just have to remember that he exists, because I usually don't use him that much. Alright. So, I'm not seeing Varric, so I'm guessing I need to talk to Cassandra? Oh.
How do you know they won't attack here?
Oh, wait a minute. It's a quest, right? So, journal. Visitor's path from the ashes. Specializations for the Inquisition. Speak. Oh, I need to speak with Josephine first. Then I think I can speak with Varric. Possibly.
Lost 3 shipments. It's still rough out there.
We'll get him back. We're back.
Here? Nope, that's to my quarters. That way. This way? Ah, here we go.
I've made some inquiries into the Imperial Court. The sooner we deal with the threats to the Empress, the better. The political situation in the Empire is dangerously unstable. It will complicate matters.
Everything in the Empire complicates matters. It's the Orlesian national pastime.
Turn your nose up at the grand game if you like, Commander, but we play for the highest stakes, and to the death. The Court's disapproval can be as great a threat as the Venatori. We must be vigilant to avert disaster.
I don't know. I mean, meh. I guess they are the biggest empire in the game. Dangerously unstable.
Exactly what do you mean? How is it more dangerous than usual?
The Empress is in the middle of a civil war. Her cousin, Grand Duke Gaspard, seeks to take her throne by force. Leliana reports that a group of elves has been sabotaging both armies, drawing out the hostilities. Orlais holds Tevinter at bay. All of Thedas could be lost if the Empire falls to Corypheus. Celine is holding peace talks under the auspices of a grand masquerade. Every power in Orlais will be there. It's the perfect place for an assassin to hide.
So Warner.
Does Celine know about the threats against her? Can we send word?
I've sent messages to the Empress, but it's impossible to know if she's received them. We don't have enough sway with the court to arrange an invitation. Perhaps a few more alliances.
Or soldiers.
We need a greater presence in Orlais. And soon.
I do remember the stuff kind of leading up to this is covered in a book in between it. I feel like I read it, but I don't remember it because, again, this was a long time ago. I'm fairly certain, like, I was still at home. I might have been at my parents' house when this game came out. So now that everybody has dispersed, Varric. Okay, there he is. He is up on the battlements.
Someone emptied a whole bag of turnips into the fire. Ah, making the smell is everywhere. I was going to use them for dinner and then... I can't recall who took them.
That was cool. You hear little ghost stories about him as you play. Where was I going? It's up here. So I'm guessing over there. Blackwall, I will talk to you later. So it is over here? I guess it's over there.
Majestic. How is a place like this ever lost?
Is that the army camping down there? That looks like a terrible place to camp. Okay, so now we have to make our champion of Kirkwall. Let's see. Okay. I was gonna actually edit him, but alright.
Inquisitor, meet Hawk, the champion of Kirkwall.
Though I don't use that title much anymore.
Hawk, the Inquisitor. I figured you might have some friendly advice about Corypheus. You and I did fight him after all.
This view reminds me of my home in Kirkwall. I had a balcony that overlooked the whole city. I loved it at first. But after a while, all I could see were the people out there depending on me.
Yeah, you're looking a little rough. My bad. I know how that feels.
You're lucky it was just a single city. I've got half of Thetis.
You're doing everything you can to protect them.
Does it ever get any easier?
I'll let you know. I don't envy you, Inquisitor. But I may be able to help you.
Varric said that you fought Corypheus before.
Fought and killed. The Grey Wardens were holding him, and he somehow used his connection to the Darkspawn to influence them.
Corypheus got into their heads, messed with their minds, turned them against each other.
If the Wardens have disappeared, they could have fallen under his control again.
That's not good.
So Corypheus has the Venatori, the Red Templars, and now possibly the Wardens as well? Wonderful.
I didn't come this far just to give you bad news. I've got a friend in the Wardens. He was investigating something unrelated for me. His name is Loghain. The last time we spoke, he was worried about corruption in the Warden ranks. Since then, nothing.
Corypheus would certainly qualify as corruption in the ranks. Did your friend disappear with them?
No. He told me he'd be hiding in an old smuggler's cave near Crestwood.
Yeah, so I have Tyrion Loghain. I kind of killed off Alistair. I never really liked Alistair. I mean, he was okay. But I like Loghain more. What were you investigating?
If you didn't know about Corypheus, what were you doing with the Wardens?
The Templars in Kirkwall were using a strange form of lyrium. It was red. I'd hoped the Wardens could tell me more about it.
Corypheus had Templars with him at Haven. They looked like they'd been exposed to the lyrium you describe.
Hopefully my friend in the Wardens will know more.
That's worth a shot.
I'll take any lead I can get at the moment.
Good. I'll do whatever I can to help. Corypheus is my responsibility. I thought I'd killed him before. This time, I'll make sure of it. Inquisitor.
Okay. You fought Corypheus.
You said you thought you killed Corypheus?
The Grey Wardens had him imprisoned. They used my father's blood in a ritual to seal Corypheus inside. But he could still reach out and influence the Warden's thoughts. He sent them after me. And I didn't just think I killed him. When the fight was done, he was dead on the ground. Maybe his tie to the Blight somehow brought him back. Or maybe it's old Tevinter magic. But he was dead. I swear it.
Sure. Where have you been?
Where did you go after the mages rebelled?
I heard the Chantry might be sending an exalted march to Kirkwall to put down the rebellion. I hoped that leaving would save lives and force the Divine to divide her forces to come after me. As it turned out, I needn't have bothered. All the circles started rising up, and the exalted march never came.
Yeah, and I mentioned that in the last video that from what I remember, the Exalted March was supposed to be the final DLC for Dragon Age 2. It was supposed to be like a Dragon Age Awakenings level DLC, but eventually it just spun off and became Dragon Age Inquisition. Tell me about Anders.
I'd like to know more about Anders. What was he like?
I don't know if there ever was just an Anders. He was crazy. By the end, there was nothing left in him except this insane need to start a war no one could win.
Why are you alone?
I heard you had family and friends in Kirkwall. Where are they now?
My brother's a Grey Warden. I had my friend Aveline take him as far from Orlais as possible. When all the Wardens started acting strangely, I had to keep my family safe. Isabella and I never believed in being tied down. When I had to go into hiding, she understood. We'll see each other again. Until then, she'll be having fun, but hopefully not too much fun.
Yeah, I don't know about that. This is Isabella we're talking about. What has Varric told you?
I assume Varric's been feeding you information about the Inquisition? What did he say about me?
Only good things, I promise. I was a little surprised, actually. Varric isn't one for religion in general, but he thinks highly of the Inquisition. I think the exact phrase was, "has a good good shot at fixing Blondie's mess.
Maybe.
We'll talk later.
I'll meet you at Crestwood.
Okay, so now I need to talk to Cassandra. Can I jump off this without it teleporting me? Yes. Hey, Cassandra.
You knew where Hawk was all along.
You're damned right I did.
You conniving little shit.
You kidnapped me. You interrogated me. What did you expect?
Hey, enough!
You're taking his side?
I said enough!
We needed someone to lead this Inquisition. First, Liliana and I searched for the hero of Ferelden, but he had vanished. Then we looked for Hawk, but he was gone too. We thought it all connected, but no. It was just you. You kept him from us.
The Inquisition has a leader.
Hawk would have been at the Conclave if anyone could have saved Most Holy.
Yeah, I don't think it would have mattered.
You can't change the past, Cassandra.
So I must accept what? That the Maker wanted all this to happen? That he... Varric is a liar, Inquisitor. A snake. Even after the Conclave, when we needed Hawk most, Varric kept him secret.
He's with us now. We're on the same side.
We all know whose side you're on, Varric. It will never be the Inquisition's.
That's unfair. I know you're just upset, but that's unfair. We need to work together.
Attacking him now won't help us, Cassandra.
Ha! Exactly.
And you better not be keeping anything else from us.
I understand.
I must not think of what could have been. We have so much at stake. Go, Varric. Just go.
You know what I think? If Hawk had been at the temple, he'd be dead too. You people have done enough to him.
I believed him. He spun his story for me and I swallowed it. If I just explained what was at stake, if I just made him understand. But I didn't, did I? I didn't explain why we needed Hawk. I'm such a fool.
I still like you. What if it had been different?
What if you hadn't believed him, and you tracked Hawk down?
Honestly, Hawk might not even have agreed to become Inquisitor. He supported the Mage Rebellion, after all. He wouldn't have trusted me for a second. But this isn't about Hawk, or even Varric. Not truly. I should have been more careful. I should have been smarter. I don't deserve to be here.
Oh, god damn it. I meant to say that I liked her. We're all fools, Cassandra.
Have you looked at our Inquisition, Cassandra? We're all fools here.
Is that supposed to make me feel better?
More at home, maybe.
I want you to know, I have no regrets. Maybe if we'd found Hawk or the hero of Ferelden, the Maker wouldn't have needed to send you. But he did. You're not what I'd pictured. But if I've learned anything, it's that I know less than nothing.
Okay. And see, then you wouldn't have been able to meet your future boo thing. So, yeah.
Something is troubling me, Inquisitor. Liliana is receiving reports of mages becoming possessed, Templars going rogue. No one is dealing with these matters. I was hoping we might, before they get worse.
Of course.
We can certainly look into it.
I will mark these incidents on the map as I learn of them, Inquisitor. And I would be pleased to accompany you if and when you investigate.
Sure. I'd like your advice.
Do you have any advice for me?
Tell that demon, what does it call itself? Cole. Tell it to leave. He may not mean harm, but that does not mean he will not harm us. Spirits are not creatures to take at face value. Be cautious with him, Inquisitor.
Yeah.
Do you have any advice for me?
Treat Dorian with caution. It's possible he could be what he seems. A Tevinter mage wishing to do better than his countrymen. What if he is not? At best, his presence makes the Inquisition appear to have questionable allies.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
Okay.
Do you need something?
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
So I guess I have some more wooing to do with her. Load-wise. Oof, that was a while ago. I can't go back. Shit.
Sliced plums on the windowsill again. The juice is attracting flies. There are spiders everywhere. The plums were right in front of me, but I can't quite recall who took them.
Cole strikes again.
Inquisitor, huh? Well, you've got the fortress for it. Speaking of which, when you've got a second, there's something I want to show you.
Sure.
What did you want me to come see?
Here, come on. I'll show you.
Why am I dressed like this?
You'll see. Come on. It'll be worth your time, I promise. Evening. Iron Bull. My merc band just joined up.
Tanner. I'm from Jader. Well, near Jader.
Mira. I was guard captain for Lady Pendel. Signed on after shit blew up at the Conclave. Share a drink? Who's your friend?
This is Grim. He doesn't talk much. So, you ready to kill some demons? Or Venatori? Or whatever that Corypheus asshole is?
This isn't just about killing. We're helping the Inquisitor save the world and build the next empire.
Well, long as I get paid, I'm happy. That's why I signed up.
I just couldn't spend my whole life on a farm. Needed to live a little, you know.
What about you, Mira? Why'd you join up? I thought you were serving some noble.
I saw what happened at Haven. The Inquisitor staring down that monster and his archdemon. I don't think the chant of light as much as I should. But you can't see something like that and not believe.
Well, Grim and I should find our tents. Thanks for the drink. I know every soldier under my command. You don't have that option, but a few faces might help.
The fact that they can't recognize me as being the leader of the Inquisition when there's like 2 or 3 Canari here, like, come on. Why did you act like that?
You made it sound like you didn't like the Inquisition.
People don't always tell the truth when you're polite. You've got to poke them a bit.
They may think less of you.
But those 2 soldiers might think you're an asshole.
So?
Their attitudes surprised me.
I knew some of the soldiers felt like that, but to actually hear it...
It's hard to be just an idea sometimes. That's all you are to most of them. It's why you could stand right in front of them without being recognized. You've got a good army coming along. Remember that, no matter what comes next.
Okay. All right. Blackwall.
So, this is Skyhold. Come, let's walk the ramparts. I want to examine our fortifications.
I probably should have did some war table requests too in the process.
We'll be able to see Corypheus coming from miles away.
if we see him, he sees us.
On the other hand, that means he can see us from miles away.
Let him come. I swear I'll take the twister bastard down, even if I have to die to do it.
You're taking this hard.
You see this as a personal insult, don't you?
If it's not personal for you, maybe it should be. The people flock to your banner, eager to fight for the Herald of Andraste. Their faith is a leash, and your Inquisition has taken hold of it. Tell me honestly, are you what they say you are? Andraste's chosen?
I don't know.
There's so little I remember. What if they're right?
Does it even matter? Don't you see what you are to them? Without you, they'd be consumed by despair. We all would. They need you to be Andraste's messenger. It gives them hope. The truth doesn't matter. Listen to me talk. Your time is valuable and I've wasted enough of it.
Okay. Quick little chat there. Who else did we have? We talked to Solus, we talked to Varric, we talked to Hawk, we talked to Cassandra. I guess I do need to talk to Josephine again. Looks like I need to talk to Cullen. Dorian. Yeah, the usual suspects. Since I'm over here.
Strangest thing, when I reached down, my dagger was gone. Just gone. Know where I found it? In a barrel. The thing was filled to the brim with daggers. Got the strangest feeling. I know someone took it right off my belt, but I can't recall who.
Cole again. And if I'm not mistaken, these characters are from the multiplayer thing or whatever. I actually did kind of like multiplayer stuff, but I only played it a few times. Do I need to go in through the door? Color? Where the hell am I? Okay. Okay, so it's not up here. Cullen, where art thou? Guess I'm gonna have to go back inside or something. Solus. Who's first? Dorian.
Brilliant, isn't it? One moment you're trying to restore order in a world gone mad. That should be enough for anyone to handle, yes? Then, out of nowhere, an archdemon appears and kicks you in the head. What? You thought this would be easy? No, I was just hoping you wouldn't crush our village like an anthill. Sorry about that. Archdemons like to crush, you know. Can't be helped. Am I speaking too quickly for you?
Do I want to flirt with him again? I need to be careful about that. I was enjoying the show.
I was distracted, that's all.
Distracted? By my wit and charm? I have plenty of both.
Yes, you're very confident.
How interesting to find someone so aware of his strengths.
I'm a man of many talents. What can I say? I always assumed the Elder One behind the Venatori was a Magister. But this is something else completely. In Tevinter, they say the Chantry's tales of Magisters starting the Blight are just that. Tales. But here we are. One of those very Magisters. A dark spawn.
They say the Chantry is lying.
Who does the Imperium say started the Blight?
You know how it is. Not us. They say Darkspawn were always there. Magisters and the Blight aren't even related. Is that a surprise? No one wants to admit they shit the bed. But if Corypheus is one of the Magisters who entered the Black City and he's Darkspawn, what other explanation is there?
You seem upset.
Why does that make you angry?
Because the Imperium is my home. I knew what I was taught couldn't be the whole truth, but I assumed there had to be a kernel of it, somewhere. But no, it was us all along. We destroyed the world.
It's not destroyed yet.
Last I checked, the Blights hadn't actually destroyed the world.
Not for lack of trying. If they were more clever, they'd have unleashed something that would really do the job. No one will thank me whatever happens. No one will thank you either. You know that, yes?
I don't need their thanks.
That's not why I'm doing this.
I knew there was something clever about you. All I know is this. Corypheus needs to be stopped. Men like him ruined my homeland. I won't stand by and let him ruin the world. Oh, and congratulations on that whole leading the Inquisition thing, by the way.
All right. Fiona.
Greetings, Inquisitor. That is your title now, yes? I should thank you. The way things ended in Redcliffe, you could have demanded anything you wished. Yet you chose to make us equal partners. I was not expecting that.
I believe in your cause.
You rebelled for good reason.
I knew you, of all people, would understand. I've been a Grey Warden, Grand Enchanter, leader of a rebellion, and now I am none of those things. Odd where fate takes you, as you're no doubt well aware.
You were a Grey Warden?
You were once a Grey Warden?
Mine is an unusual circumstance, Inquisitor. Normally one is part of the Order until death, but long ago I found myself stripped of what made me a Warden. They tried to reinitiate me, but nothing worked. Nor could they figure out how it happened. So I was sent to the Circle of Magi, the first Warden ever to be kicked out. Quite the achievement.
That didn't bother you?
You sound happy about it.
Becoming a Warden seemed like a dream when I was first conscripted. Towards the end, however, my brothers and sisters, they felt I had somehow cheated death. I was glad to leave. It also made me unique in the Circle. I had an opportunity to do more than I ever could as a Warden.
You started the rebellion.
You mean you began the Mage Rebellion?
I pushed for our vote to free the Circles of Magi. But I cannot claim sole responsibility for what followed. Still, despite all the chaos, I would do it again. What happened had to happen.
That's fair. Everything's well?
I trust everything is well with the mages?
There have been a few scuffles with your Templars, but overall, it is going well.
I'll leave you to it.
Okay. Some research. Liliana, have you attempted to kill anybody recently?
I'm sorry.
So am I.
Oh, that's why I didn't see him.
The names of those we lost. You must blame me for this.
I blame Corypheus.
We all saw who attacked us. We know exactly who to blame.
I keep wondering if I could have done something different. When the first of my lookouts went missing, I pulled the rest back, awaiting more information. If they'd stayed in the field, they could have bought us more time. I was afraid to lose my agents. And instead, we lost Haven.
I mean, or they could have just went missing and still wouldn't have known anything.
More likely they would have stayed out there, died, and we would have lost Haven anyway.
You don't know that. Their lives could have bought Haven a small chance. My people know their duty. They know the risks. They understand that the Inquisition may call upon them to give their lives.
Our men are not disposable.
Our people aren't tools to be used and discarded. Your instincts were right. Their lives matter.
Can we afford such sentimentality? What if Corypheus...
We are better than Corypheus.
All right, relax. The years have not been kind to you.
Inquisitor?
You must miss Justinia.
The Divine's death hit you hard. How have you been feeling?
Oh, you are referring to my outburst in Haven. I am much better now. Justinia was such a dear friend, and there were so many things going wrong.
Tell me about it.
Sometimes it's best to talk these things out.
I was there when the hero Ferelden defeated the Archdemon. We won the day, and I thought the Maker smiled on me. When the Divine requested my help, I went to her. I owed her that much. I sacrificed so much to do the Maker's work. But now, Justinia is dead. I was angry. I felt betrayed. But I shouldn't have let my emotions get the better of me. I'm sorry.
You don't need to apologize.
Don't apologize. You were grieving and upset. I understand.
Thank you. Now enough of this. Let us think more pleasant thoughts.
Any updates?
Anything I should know?
It seems that the Orlesian army is awaiting our next move. Some of the generals are sympathetic to our cause, others are still suspicious. Our actions are under a great deal of scrutiny.
I'll leave you to your work.
Okay. So that's that. I think maybe I can talk to Varric again. No, it's going up there. Varric should be out in the hall, so is it here? Yes. Now the question is, where is Varric? Ah, there he is. You okay?
That got a little heated. Are you all right?
What
Well, that depends. How angry is Cassandra? I wasn't trying to keep secrets. I told the Inquisition everything that seemed important at the time.
Not sure why I turned into a goat for a second. Talk to Cassandra.
I bet Cassandra regrets how things went back there. You should talk to her.
I appreciate that you're trying to keep the peace, but things between me and the Seeker are as good as they'll get. I keep hoping none of this is real. Maybe it's all some bullshit from the Fade and it'll just disappear. I know I need to do better. I'm sorry.
Alright, so I think I'll talk to Josephine, and then after that, I will go out and try and get Vivian, because I completely forgot about her.
Inquisitor, I was just inspecting our new headquarters. Foundation cracks, nesting animals, and miles from any centers of civilization. The staff must make it presentable if we're to receive any visitors of distinction.
Our allies will be forgiving.
The people coming know we just survived Corypheus and a dragon.
And they must be confident we are able to do so again. The mages are showing great trust in you. They need to feel safe here.
And you don't?
Do you not feel safe here?
I've had difficulty forgetting Corypheus's attack on Haven. Do you know who first leapt to arms? Our workers. They were so proud of our cause. Corypheus simply cut them down. So much screaming after that first blast of fire. So many people turned to ash.
I wish we'd save more lives.
We lost far too many good people to that monster.
I'm sure they'll find rest with the Maker. Well, before I return to my duties, allow me to congratulate you on your appointment as Inquisitor, my lord. I will now bring diplomatic issues to your attention, and I'm more than happy to help with any situations that arise.
Would you care for a stroll?
I'm loath to part from such pleasant company. Would you care to walk the castle with me?
Oh, well, a tour then? Let me fetch the steward.
That isn't precisely what I was hoping for.
Well, do let me know if you change your mind. Now I must find someone to prepare the guest quarters.
Ah. The rejection. I'm trying to romance Cassandra. What was I trying to do? Right, I needed the schematics, so I have 3 in this already. Sure. This should give me enough to unlock that. Got 20 power. Serving the deadlock. The Serpent of Navarra. Inquisition agents have uncovered a potential problem in the nation of Navarra. A Teventer mage by the name of Aurelius has recently been noted in the company of King Marcus, and rumors comment on how strange it is for a new advisor to be so closely heeded. There's evidence to indicate Aurelius is a member of the Venatori. Having the Navarran king under their sway would give the cult...
Right, Leliana? Are you? I suppose not. Haven was trying.
Okay. Having the Navarran king under their sway would give the cult a great deal of power and hinder the Inquisition's ability to operate in the north. Liliana sent an agent to eliminate the advisor as well as his supporters by any means necessary.
Let's see what we have.
3 hours, good God. Investigate the Exalted Plains. Not yet. A job for the Volocos mercenaries. Adar, I heard you got promoted by the little sharp human and the red-headed one. How much are they paying you? Should I send Tarlock to check over your new contract? You know the first rule. Never trust humans with numbers. Sorry, I got distracted. That's not what this message is about. The Kith's getting restless. You can only spend so much time sitting on your ass surrounded by humans before you get a little bored. You're in charge of the hairy eyeball soldiers now, right? You can find us a job quick. Because if I have to listen to Karis's attempts at poetry much longer, I'm going to cut him a second mouth hole somewhere south of the first one. Shokrakar. P.S. There are 34 new sonnets Karis is waiting to perform when you get back. And I think he wrote a Sistina. From now on, pretend you can't hear. Cullen, you can deal with that.
To work?
A friend in Cornus. According to Dorian, while most Tevinter Magisters are not Venatori supporters, they will also not raise a finger to prevent the Venatori from wreaking havoc in the south. There are some, however, who see the cult for what it is and are trying to expose it. A Magister contact in Karanis by the name of Maveris Talani is attempting to introduce a law in the Imperial Senate which would see Venatori activity sharply curtailed in Tevinter. Dorian suggests that quiet Inquisition support of Maveris would be beneficial and ultimately could drum up some support from other Magisters fearful of what Corypheus represents. Sure.
Inquisitor.
Okay, so everybody's occupied. I need to actually go and deal with that. Investigate the western approach. Investigate the shards. Okay, so I actually need to fast travel to Orlais. Or at least to Valrayu. I guess I can go from there. Quest map. World map. Valrayu. Sure. And it will be Sandra, Iron Bull, and Dorian. I'll be right back. All right, I just needed something to drink. Now,
I believe that
You are the Herald of Andraste, are you not? I have an invitation for you.
you're cordially invited to attend my salon held at the Chateau of Duc Bastion de Ghislaine. Yours, Vivian de Feur, first enchanter of Montsemord, enchanter to the Imperial Court. Completely missed this person. Okay, so now we fast travel again. And world map. Is this it? Yeah, the Imperial Chanter. Vivian de Feur, the first enchanter of Montemont, has extended an invitation to her salon at the Chateau of Duc Bastien de Ghislaine. I wish they would have like sent a letter to the camp or something when we was in Haven. I would have been had her. I think she's the last companion. Yeah, she's the last companion.
Inquisitor Adar?
Yeah, no titles.
A pleasure, sir. We so rarely have a chance to meet anyone new. It is always the same crowd at these parties. So you must be a guest of Madame de Fer, or are you here for Duc Bastien?
Are you here on business? I have heard the most curious tales of you. I cannot imagine half of them are true.
You know of me.
What have you heard about me?
They say Andraste herself delivered you from the Fate to battle the old gods for the fate of the world.
Madame Defer.
I'm not familiar with that name. I was invited here by First Enchanter Vivienne.
Madame de Fer is a fond nickname the court has given Lady Vivienne.
I've heard she finds it amusing.
I've heard very little about Duke Bastien.
He hasn't been seen much at court lately.
His business with the Council of Heralds often takes him from home for long periods. It can't be good for a man of his years.
And of course, there's the civil war. Bastien probably wishes to distance himself from the actions of his one-time son-in-law.
Tearing up the Dales in a foolish bid for power? It will end in disgrace for Gaspard. Everyone knows it.
It's quite the hat. Let's see. Everything they've told you is fact.
Everything you've heard? Completely true.
Better and better. The Inquisition should attend more of these parties.
The Inquisition. What a lot of pig shit. Washed up sisters and crazed seekers. No one can take them seriously. Everyone knows it's just an excuse for a bunch of political outcasts to grab power.
Tell that to the mages.
I saved the city of Redcliffe and brought the mages to order.
Saving dog lords and bringing their beasts to heel is hardly an accomplishment. We know what your Inquisition truly is. If you were a man of honor, you'd step outside and answer the charges.
My dear Marquis, how unkind of you to use such language in my house to my guests. You know such rudeness is intolerable.
Madame Vivienne, I humbly beg your pardon.
You should. Whatever am I going to do with you, my dear? My lord, you're the wounded party in this unfortunate affair. What would you have me do with this foolish, foolish man?
Man, the things I would have given to make Vivienne a romanceable companion. There have been a lot of injustices in BioWare, but that's almost unforgivable. You can let him go.
I think the Marquis has seen the error of his ways.
By the grace of Andraste, you have your life, my dear. Do be more careful with it. I'm delighted you could attend this little gathering. I've so wanted to meet you. Allow me to introduce myself. I am Vivienne, first enchanter of Montsimard, and enchantress to the Imperial Court.
What about the Marquis?
Is that Marquis going to pose a problem?
His aunt is the Vicomtesse of Mont de Glace. Not a powerful family, but well respected. And very devout. Alphonse will be disowned for this. It's not the first time he's brought his aunt disgrace, but I'm sure it'll be the last. And after such a public humiliation, I expect he'll run off to the Dales to join the Empress's war effort. Either to make a good end, or to win back a modicum of self-respect.
Pleasure to meet you.
Charmed, Lady Vivienne.
Ah, but I didn't invite you to the chateau for pleasantries. With Divine Justinia dead, the Chantry's in shambles. But the faithful flock to your banner, pinning their hopes on you to deliver them from chaos. As the leader of the last loyal mages of Thedas, I feel it only right that I lend my assistance to your cause.
Is this business or pleasure?
Is your interest in the Inquisition, Madame de Fer, or is it more personal?
Aren't you charming? It's professional, of course.
What are the loyal mages?
You say you led the last of the loyal mages. Loyal to whom?
To the people of Thedas, of course. We have not forgotten the commandment, as some have, that magic exists to serve man. I support any effort to restore such order.
You don't like the rebels?
You don't much care for the rebels, I take it. Are you aware they've been offered an alliance?
With proper guidance from the Inquisition, I think my colleagues will return to their senses. Surely they will have to realize that their rebellion endangers everyone.
What do you get out of this?
What's in this for you?
The same thing anyone gets by fighting this chaos. The chance to meet my enemy, to decide my fate. I won't wait quietly for destruction.
What assistance do you bring?
What exactly can you do for the Inquisition?
I am well versed in the politics of the Orlesian Empire. I know every member of the Imperial Court personally. I have all the resources remaining to the Circle at my disposal. And I'm a mage of no small talent. Will that do?
Sure.
The Inquisition will be happy to have you, Lady Vivienne.
Great things are beginning, my dear. I can promise you that.
I don't know if I'll have her in the party. I can't remember. I think typically I don't have her with me. Because usually I'll turn around and get the specialization of Night Enchanter. And then it doesn't really matter what mage is in the party after that. They're usually just going to do healing stuff. So I might sometimes bring another one along, but yeah. Vivienne.
What a fascinating life you lead, my dear. First you fall out of the Fade, then you're attacked by an archdemon. If you wanted more public attention, you could have just held a ball.
I'll try that.
I'll talk to Josephine. Maybe we can get matching gowns before the next attack.
I've got a tailor in Valwayor who can work miracles, my dear. But not those sort of miracles. You left yourself vulnerable to attack. It was a miscalculation, one that I'm sure you won't repeat. But the enemy struck a serious blow against you and the Inquisition. We must recognize that. You must.
Yeah. Mind your business. Corypheus will pay for this.
I'm not going to forgive what happened at Haven. Corypheus will answer for what he's done.
You're angry? Good. Anger can save you when everything else is gone. Just make sure you put it to good use. Our enemy advances, Inquisitor. We must not sit idly by. Act first and teach them to fear us. You can become the leader the faithful require, but you must do it soon.
Okay. Also, I'm glad I didn't get into a fight because I usually bring Iron Bull. So, I brought Blackwall, I think. What am I forgetting? Great, so there are no shops here yet.
I don't need you, sister.
You're carrying a heavy burden for one so young.
I'll carry it back to Crestwood and kill those bandits. That's what Father would have wanted.
He'd want you to live a good life.
He's dead. You didn't know him.
Okay. Is this something I need to be involved in? No. Alright. Minding my own business again. Axe of the Dragon Hunter. Mage Hunter. And I still don't know how to do Bianca stuff. Serault Infused Glass. Serault was the place that we played as in the Dragon Age Facebook game. Played as, I think, the Marquis of Serault. So that's just arms. Deep Stalker Vitar. Whole lot of nothing. about you? Inquisition scout armor. And even still, can't wear it because I am a Kunari. Great. Fantastic. Fun times. Yeah, what you got in here for?
Something on your mind?
Are wardens being corrupted?
Beric's friend Hawk said there were suspicions of corruption in Grey Warden ranks. Do you know anything about that?
Corruption? What sort of corruption?
Corypheus. He's been known to influence the minds of wardens.
That could very well explain why so many have disappeared.
We need to find them.
If this is true, then all wardens are in danger. Even you. You'd better find your brothers.
I agree. If Hawk's given you an idea where to start, we should get moving immediately.
Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit.
Here lies the abyss. Go to the war table. And I think I should be able to talk to Cullen now. So let me get that out of the way.
Inquisitor.
And I think I have a judgment as well. That way. Here. Here. Okay.
Inquisitor, I've found where the Red Templars come from. They're in full redoubt. The Knights were fed red lyrium until they turned into monsters. Samson took over after their corruption was complete.
How do you know Samson?
He was a Templar in Kirkwall, until he was expelled from the Order. I knew he was an addict, but this... Red lyrium is nothing like the lyrium given by the Chantry. Its power comes with a terrible madness.
I believe you.
The Red Templars swarming Haven were proof enough.
We cannot allow them to gain strength. The Red Templars still require lyrium. If we find their source, we can weaken them and their leader.
Good thinking.
I like finding the Red Templars' vulnerabilities before fighting them head-on.
We'll need every advantage against what courses through their veins. Caravans of red lyrium are being smuggled along trade roads. Investigating them could lead to where it's being mined. If you confront them, be wary. Anything connected to Samson will be well guarded.
Okay. So there's a couple quests we've gotten. Not touching that right now. Specializations for the Inquisitor. Time has come for the Inquisitor to master a combat technique. Only the best trainers will do. Seek out. Okay. Well, I guess we can go ahead and knock this out, because I don't think I can actually unlock the hinterlands just yet. I think I'm going to have to wait until one of them gets done.
Committed bachelor,
Okay. Let's see. Oh, I can. Okay. Now the question is, where the hell is Crestwood? Is it in Ferelden?
How are the rescue efforts? Have they found anyone alive?
Excavation is slow, as you can imagine.
Okay. A hastily scrawled note received by messenger bird. Inquisitor. Hawk's warden friend is somewhere near, or somewhere here. Disappeared before we could talk to him. He's good. Be careful on the road. Lots of undead. People here need our help. Explain more once you're here, Harding. Won't venture forth just yet. An offer from the Blades of Asarian. Thank you. Got that from Starkhaven. Guess there wasn't any more on this side. Investigate Hunter Fell. Okay. I'll go ahead and investigate the Exalted Plains. I'm not going to do this one yet. I usually don't do that one until, I think, after. Well, no, I still do it before the Hushed Whispers. Not going to go there just yet, though. Progress. Yeah, everything is still in progress. Okay, so I need to go to the hinterlands first. Cassandra has a quest there. And then the Exalted Plains, she has one there. Western Approach, she has one there. Pretty much everywhere. Great. Where is it? Okay, so it's close by. Cassandra. Yeah, I guess we can go ahead and get Vivian and Iron Bull. Okay. And it is this way, but first, got some upgrading to do. So I'm fine. You have 11 points. Wonderful. Do you have your specialization? Enter. She does. Good old Night Enchanter. This thing is OP as shit, but I love it. Let's see. And it's, I might actually just go ahead and start using her until I can get the ability for myself. Let's see. You deflect incoming projectiles with Spirit Blade, sending a shockwave of energy back. Yep. Clarity. I'm just going to unlock all of these pretty much. Decloaking Blast. If you rematerialize inside an enemy, they're blasted back with massive force. The lower the charge on your Spirit Blade, the longer Fade Cloak lasts. Sure. Resurgence. You call on benign spirits to restore. Oh, I think this is one of the. Yeah, this is a focus thing. Fade Shield. You draw back their energy released by your enemies in your attacks against them. Any successful attack strengthens your barrier. The more damage you do, the more powerful your barrier grows. Yep, I want all of this. And fill an area with magical energy that slows and weakens your enemies. Enemies caught in disruption field are slowed to a stop over the course of several seconds. Striking them ends the effect. So she had just enough for me to max out this whole thing. Okay. Now, I remember when the Night Enchanter first came out, it was so OP that that Bioware actually had to nerf it because you could just pretty much just cut through any enemies, because I think the problem was that the damage is like spirit damage or something like that. And if you went through and pretty much had the spirit blade, it would just cut through armor. So you could fight dragons and it would just immediately, either in like 1 or 2 shots, just pretty much get rid of their entire armor. And then, of course, for regular enemies, it was just, you know, cutting through them left and right because armor didn't matter. Now, great. I don't think I really have a staff for you. Staff of Stasis? Sure. Armor. I mean, that's awful. But, I mean, it's better than what you have on right now, so maybe I'll craft or something when I get back. I probably should go to, the Black Emporium and just buy a whole bunch of, things to upgrade with. Ring of Sundering. Oh, we can get that. And enhanced belt of winter impact. Sure. Okay, that looks good. Yeah, I don't really have anything else to give her. Accessories. Yeah, nothing. Okay. Yeah, and then all these blades are pretty much useless. Iron Bull. You have the best weapon, you have the best armor. Okay. So we should be good. Vivian. We gotta go this way.
Might be something here. Better take a closer look.
Yes.
I think Blackwall would have liked to have been here for this.
Alright, he'll be alright. Place flowers. Bear. You came over here. Crap. Oh yeah, I'm really gonna like using that for now. So yeah, Vivian is gonna stay at the party. Text on Senna's shrine. Senna, beloved, may your ashes be gathered by Falandin and carried safely. After all the long years you carried me. Poor guy. I did not mean to step on that. Oh, did I give her a helmet too? No, her helmet is probably better. Don't even have one for her. Even better. Okay, so we got some Red Templars to deal with. And 2 mages. Hopefully they won't die.
One of the Templar targets.
There you go. Get in there. Oh, damn. I hate these jackasses. Seriously, where did all y'all come from?
It's over. Thank you for bringing us here.
Now, maybe this will unlock the ability to let me flirt with her some more. That's a weapon. So there's only one per place. Okay. There isn't one in Crestwood. And I'm not going to go to the Exalted Plains because that's a whole thing. That is a whole other quest line thingy. Alright, let me let this guy know about this. Where is this? Oh, it's got to be in that house. Nah.
I remember the first time the dead walked these lands, when a blood mage poisoned our leman.
Good for you.
You heard about Haven. It's
I do not suppose you found my Senna's
Damn it.
shrine. I know it is a long way to go.
Mages and Templars are
I did as you asked.
I cleaned Senna's shrine and placed the flowers. May her ashes be gathered by Falandin and carried safely.
After all the long years she carried me, thank you. You do a foolish old man too much kindness. Thank you, friend. May your Inquisition do as much good for the land as you have done for me. Thank you again, my friend.
Okay, I can stop floating. Now, is there anyone else I can kind of recruit while I'm here? I remember there was a lady. I think I already got her. Yeah, I guess she's already gone.
You'll be joining up soon, Your Worship. Thank you for all you've done.
I guess in the meantime, I can go ahead and go to Crestwood. Deal with that. I don't really remember what enemies is here. I think it is mostly just the undead and the ghosts and shit. Good old loading times. Though I will say the loading times isn't as bad
Good to see you safe, Inquisitor. We've got trouble ahead.
I bet if you're worried.
If you're on edge, I should alert the entire Inquisition.
Or increase my hazard pay. That's an option.
Are things that bad? Oh.
Crestwood was the site of a flood 10 years ago during the Blight. It's not the only rift in the area, but after it appeared, corpses started walking out of the lake. He'll have to fight through them to get to the cave where Sir Hawke's Grey Warden friend is hiding.
We never meet anywhere nice.
I wish we could get better acquainted, Harding. When the dead aren't rising around us, perhaps.
The world would crumble to dust before you ran out of ills to fight. Maybe someone in Crestwood can tell you how to get to the rift in the lake. Maker knows they'll want help. Good luck, and please be safe.
Fun times. You got something to report?
Inquisitor, if you have a moment.
Sure.
What is it?
See for yourself, sir.
Crestwood Geological Survey. Alright, let's hop to it. I remember hating this area.
Be a way to get to the rift in the lake.
Yes, preferably without drowning.
Alright. Vivian, you'll take point as the Knight Enchanter.
Grey Wardens thank you for your aid, Inquisitor.
Why are you here?
What are you doing in Crestwood?
Looking for another Warden, Sir Loghain. He's wanted for questioning. If you see him, I'd keep your distance.
What do you know about him?
What have you been told about this rogue Warden?
Warden Commander Clarel ordered his capture. I can say no more than that. Make her willing, Loghain will lay down his arms when we meet. I've no wish to fight the man.
Can you stay and help?
Will you stay to fight the undead here?
My orders forbid it. Crestwood was only a detour. If the Inquisition can help, I beg you to do what you can. The villagers have already lost too many.
Farewell.
Farewell.
Okay.
Are you sure we can't help the village?
Our orders are clear. If we can't find Warden Loghain, we return to the Commander with all haste.
Still don't feel right.
None of those wardens mentioned a new leader. I don't think they're part of Corypheus' plot to seize the order.
I do not think so either. The infiltration in their ranks may be subtle.
I hope Hawke's warden friend has answers for us.
Now I kind of wish I would have brought Blackwall with me. But we'll keep on keeping on. Blue vitriol. Rash fine. Whatever that is sounds awful.
Undead by the gates.
Let's do it.
need to reassign my abilities. Map to battle menu. Yeah. And then as far as the mark thing goes, it can go in here. Crap. All right.
A moment, Your Worship. What's going on here?
Why are we yelling?
Why doesn't Judith live in the village while this is going on? Maker, if something happens...
Who's Judith?
Are you looking for someone named Judith?
Oh, was I speaking out loud? Judith lives outside the village. I asked her to hide here when the undead came, but she wouldn't hear it.
Why not?
Why wouldn't she hide where it's safer?
Likes her space, she says. I told Judith my house was big enough. Me and the boy could sleep in the barn if she wanted room. She turned me down.
That's it. That's the whole story.
Good day to you.
And to you.
Okay.
Are the corpses still out there?
Not exactly. Up here?
The Inquisitor. Oh, Mayor Dedrick of Crestwood Village. At your service, despite everything. Are you here to stop the undead?
Can I get to that Fade Rift?
The undead are appearing because of a rift in the Fade. How can I get to it?
The light in the lake? It's coming from the caves below Old Crestwood. Darkspawn flooded it 10 years ago during the Blight. Wiped out the village, killing the refugees we took in.
What about draining the lake?
I saw a dam. If we use it to drain the lake, I can get to that Fade Rift.
Drain the... There must be some other way.
We are trying to help. The Inquisitor is the only one who can close the rifts.
You'd have to evict the bandits in the old fort to use the dam. I can't ask you to risk your life.
I'll be fine.
Trust me, I've fought worse than bandits and the undead.
Then I have no choice. This key unlocks the gate to the dam controls past the fort. The rift must be in the caves under Old Crestwood. But, Inquisitor, I would not linger there.
What's Crestwood's history?
Tell me about your village.
It's seen happier days. We farm what we can, trade with the merchants who travel the King's Road. We only want peace, Your Worship. It's all we've ever wanted.
Who are these bandits?
What can you tell me about the bandits camped in the fort?
The highwaymen, thugs and thieves. They make a living raiding caravans on the King's Road. When the dead rose from the lake, the bandits killed the old gamekeeper and the fort and took it for themselves. We could have saved people if we'd been able to hide there instead of in our homes.
This place survived the Blight?
I'm surprised a town as small as Crestwood outlasted the Blight.
It was a close thing. The Darkspawn followed a band of refugees running from the Blight. Some of the refugees were... they were very ill. But we took them in. They perished when the Darkspawn flooded Old Crestwood.
How did that happen?
How did Darkspawn manage that?
They found the dam's controls, wrecked them. All I remember is the refugees and villagers screaming as they drowned. And now, they return to us.
Until later.
Of course.
Okay. What is this? Oh no. Oh, I was going the right way. Kind of.
As the moth sees light and goes toward flame.
You honor us, Inquisitor. I am Sister Vaughn. Does the mayor finally plan to drain the lake? I must find someone to retrieve the remains of those lost there.
Is this a funeral?
Have I interrupted a funeral service?
We lost many friends in the first attack. There will be endless time to mourn. The fear is how many more will be added to the pyre.
You want bodies from the lake.
You want to exhume the corpses at the bottom of the lake?
They were the Maker's children. Their earthly bodies deserve better than abandonment in a mire. A funeral service will help put living minds at ease.
Your devotion does you credit, sister.
Seeker Pentecost. Forgive me. I did not expect to see the right hand of the divine in our humble village.
Be at ease. We have too much to do to stand on rank.
Yes, Seeker. As you say.
Why drain the lake?
What did you mean by finally drain the lake?
The undead returned only after the light in the lake appeared. If we want to stop them, we must investigate. But the mayor sent no one at all. I fear he thinks that emptying the waters would unleash even more monsters on us.
Yeah, it's a little bit more complicated than that.
Until later.
Farewell.
I need to go ahead and mark this or claim this. This looks like I can turn it into a camp, but I think I can only create the camp once I cleanse this area. What is this way? I'm going... Do I need to go this way? I guess I gotta go this way. Nope. It looks like I can cut right there. Was there a cut? No. So yeah, I'm gonna have to go the long way around. That's fine. That is fine. I want to at least find another save area, but Jesus. Yeah, that's all the way down there. Or at least just like another base thingy, but yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to find that for now. Ow. Okay. Okay, so I think I'm gonna go ahead and stop it right here before I get really deep into this. There's some stuff that I want to do back at Skyhold that I've been meaning to do for a while. And I also want to give this some time to let some of those 3-hour long table requests to kind of go through. So yeah, but I do plan on streaming again tomorrow. So yeah, I'll stream again tomorrow. It's probably going to be early in the morning when I do it. But yeah, hopefully I can stream for a little bit longer and go ahead and finish some of these quests because we're starting to get close to, you know, the game coming out. I think it comes out on the 31st. So I need to finish it before then. I'll try to record some videos tomorrow too. There's a couple demos that came out that I wanted to play. As a matter of fact, I think today is the last day. It's either today or Monday. Might be Monday because the Steam Next Fest is going on. But yeah, I need to record those, get those prepared, and I need to go ahead and hurry up and finish Dragon Age. But yeah, tomorrow I'll try to play for a lot longer. But yeah, I just want to go ahead and at least get this working, at least to try to test and see if it's actually going to work on the stream. But everything looks like it's working good so far. So yeah, but yeah, thanks you for watching, and I will see you all in the next one. See you.